Hello, good afternoon or morning, whenever you're tuning in. I am here at Nathan Hale Farm and Feed for a vendor event just before Valentine's Day. I'm not sure when this is going to come out, but I am with Nancy, and she is with Imaginancy Creations. Did I say that right?
Yep.
And I just wanted her to tell you about this amazing business that she has, and I'll show you some of her products. So tell me a little bit about what got you started with the creations.
Well, I've always liked to do crafting and miniatures, and I used to build dollhouses and all that kind of stuff. And it was, I think, right around COVID, when COVID hit, that I was home and needed to do some things and needed to augment income. So I got back into the crafting business a little bit, and I started my little business, Imaginancy Creations. And I'm on Facebook now and Instagram. I have an Etsy shop as well. And it's just kind of the stuff I like to make. It kind of ballooned out of knitting dog sweaters. I had people who were asking me for, they saw that I knit and were asking me for dog sweaters. And then a rescue group asked me if I could knit sweaters for baby raccoons. And I said, sure, why not? So I knit a whole bunch of little sweaters for baby raccoons. That ended up on their website because they need, without mamas, they need the warmth. So that's kind of where it started. I've always made jewelry, earrings, and all sorts of other stuff. And so whatever I think of, I kind of make. And so I have a lot of fun doing it. It was a nice respite from dealing with everything with COVID. And also, it's very different from my normal job, which is teaching college biology. So it keeps my mind working, and I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun to do it.
That's great. You have quite a repertoire, and you have amazing creations here. And we talked a little bit before the interview. What is your favorite thing? Is it the dog sweaters, or?
I love doing the dog sweaters, but I have to tell you, my favorite thing are these little guys right here. These are smeals. And they came up, my kids invented them, not these, but they used to go to Maine every summer and play with these imaginary friends that they called smees. And they were always disappointed that they couldn't bring them home with them. So I said, well, let's capture them in the shells and we can bring them home. So they turned into smeals.
How cute.
And these are shells from Maine and rocks from Maine. And I decorate them for Christmas and Halloween and everything. And these are typically my best sellers. So, and it's nice because there's a little story that goes with them that my kids made up. So I always think of my kids. And I think of Maine. My dad has a house in Maine that we go visit every summer and other times in the year. So I think they're my favorite. And these are smeals on vacation. So these are smeals from the island of Barbuda in the Caribbean.
Wow,
so
that's
I
cool.
ran out of Maine shells, these guys, so I had to find some tropical shells. So these are all smeals on vacation.
Very cool.
I think they're my favorite, and they usually sell out. Of all the things I make, those are the most popular items.
Actually, I think I noticed those right away when I came over here, and the ones you picked up, they really are cute.
Yeah, they're cute, and they're inexpensive, but they have a really nice story behind them. So I think they're some of my favorites. But I love making costumes as well. I do a lot of costume work with a local youth theater company, and I do custom orders as well. And I make ferret costumes.
That's really neat. I think I saw those behind me.
Yeah, they're very popular on my Etsy store. I just did 2 bumblebee commissions and a bride and a groom ferret.
How cute.
So, and there's another one here. This was from a few years ago.
That's adorable.
So those are quite popular on my Etsy store, I must say.
And you have these dream catchers.
The dream catchers are my newest sort of creation, and I was making them sort of beach. These is Maine sea glass and driftwood, and my husband was like, "Oh, it'd be cool if they lit up." So now they light up.
That's really
I don't know
neat.
if you can see the lights on that one.
A little bit. It is tough with the sun,
With the
but
sun
we get the
coming in
idea.
back,
Yeah, that's really
so
great.
a lot of these light up. And so I made some for Valentine's Day.
So So how long does something like that take you to make?
From start to finish, it's definitely a couple of hours because you have to weave the outside, and then you have to weave the dream catcher part, and then I have to get the lights in there, and then I have to figure out what crystals and what to decorate it with. So it probably takes 4 or 5 hours a piece to do them.
You just have there's so many things here for people to see. I'm trying to capture as much as I can.
This is a big rage right now, these paw print wreaths. They're all over the craft sites. So of course I had to make some.
Trying to get one really clear in here for people to see. I think it's easier without the sunlight on them, but they're so adorable. Everything in his little puppy sweaters.
Yep. And then I do some miniature, I keep up with my miniatures a little bit. So this is a little miniature scene. Let's see if I can find the button here. I hit it so well that I can't find it. So it's a little doggy kissing booth.
And these are great gift ideas.
Yes, I was hoping that they'd be of interest for folks. But I keep my hand in the miniatures a little bit there.
And you just come up with these ideas on your own.
Yep. I do a lot of thrift store searching. So for example, this little jar came from a thrift store. And so I put a little dog in there with some gems.
So cute.
What else? This is all a thrift store, sort of repurposed. So I see things and
And that's great.
think about what I can make with them. Yeah.
People are looking for that kind of thing too. Everybody's conscious of, trash and throwing things away. So
I have a whole bunch of things I call pup cycled. So I like upcycle things from thrift store, like dog mugs and things like that. And in the summer, I make a dog walking kit. So this is and it comes with a poop bags, treats, and a portable water bowl. And then and I make these out of scraps and remnants of fabric that I have.
that's a great idea.
So those are my dog walking kits. Those are usually pretty popular in the summer.
I know I could use that for walking our dog.
Well, and they just go right around like this. You can put your keys, your phone, everything in them.
And it's good for men or women, I think.
For men or for women, yeah. So, but that all came out of this idea of upcycling, things that people are throwing out or, finding a second life.
So where do you usually do, this is an in-person event, so where are you mostly found when you do in-person events?
Yeah. I've been all over the state of Connecticut. Last year I spent a lot of time going to all sorts of different shows, mostly small events like this. This year I think I'm going to try some of the bigger shows. Been trying to get my online presence going. That's been a little bit slow because it takes a lot of time to keep that up, post good pictures and listings and that kind of stuff, but I'm trying to promote myself more.
And that's your sign. I want to get your sign in here.
Yep. And you can find me on Etsy, Facebook, and Instagram.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yep.
So
and
where do they find you?
Instagram, I'm Imagination Creations 18 _18, I think. And on Facebook, Imaginancy Creations. And I also have a small dog walking and sitting business, which kind of ballooned out of the crafting at the same time. So I have a lot of things going on.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's really good to have multiple sources of income these days. That's your QR code too. I should probably get that. So if people want to, let me see if I can get a good light. I think it's good. If people want to, they can pause this video.
I think I have the QR codes for the Instagram and the Facebook too.
Yep.
I just created those.
I think I held that there. They should be able to pause the video and to get that. And also these adorable little gnomes, I know.
Oh yes,
Those are very
gnomes.
popular.
I am partly Swedish, so gnomes are in my background. I don't know. Well, anyway, I do have. If you search for Imaginancy Creations, you'll find me. Nobody else has that
Just
name.
in case, I'll see if I can get a good. I did get that before, but we'll see. Should be able to see that. I don't think there's going to be anybody else with that domain.
No. And I try to work with rescues and shelters, and every once in a while I'll donate. If I haven't sold the sweaters, I'll donate the sweaters to shelters, because put a dog in a sweater and take a picture, they're more likely to get adopted.
That's really sweet.
So I do that. I've knit sweaters for homeless men. There was a group in South Carolina that were trying to help out unhomed, I guess is the correct term for it. And so I sent them a bunch of dog sweaters as part of a campaign to raise money. So I do what I can.
We have people in the RV world, and they would call that houseless with a big backyard. So, yeah.
Neat.
But it's been really neat talking to you, and I really love all of your items here. There's so much here. Like, there's really so much to look at. This bling collars here.
Gotta have a little bit of bling. I did not make these, but these are quite popular, as you can see. I have a customer who buys one of these every time she sees my shop.
But you're very creative. I love everything you've done here, and I'm sure you're going to continue to grow.
Thank you.
And
I hope so.
hopefully this helps you grow. And so you're on Instagram, and are you on Facebook too? Do you have a...
Yes, I have a Facebook page, Imaginancy Creations.
Okay.
And I think that's hooked up to my Instagram. I'm still not quite sure how all that works. And I have an Etsy store as well. And I have my own email.
So that's Imaginancy, like your name, Nancy. And I will try to put that in the description or somewhere up in the video so people can easily find you.
Yep. Did I give you my card? That might help too. So that has all of my information on it.
And I think I do have one of those, but that's good for viewers here.
Yeah, and the link to the shop is here. So.
Thank you for your interview. I really appreciate getting to know you a bit
you.
and sharing about your business and your products.
Got to support small businesses and women-owned business in particular.
Yes, definitely. And people need it now. Like you said, in COVID, it was really tough. So.
Yep, and I've learned a lot from just meeting other people at these events and learning from them and just networking. So I'm part of a nice little sort of local network of people now, and we tell each other, oh, there's an event here happening, you should come to this, and it's really great. I have a whole bunch of new friends from that. It's really
And you have
great.
a great personality, a great presence. It's been really easy to talk to you, and you're very comfortable to talk with, and you're just such a bright person.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your interview, and I will let you know when we post this.
Please do. And I'll put it on my pages too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.